All right, welcome everyone to our first episode of Grow and Get It. We got the honor and privilege of my man Mark Summers joining us. Everybody knows Mark. He's a president, one of the OG presidents of AIME. He's always in helping brokers in our community to not only get better, he's showing up at Success Track. The guy's everywhere. He does amazing things. But one of the things that we wanted to do today, we want to highlight some of the things he's doing in his own business, which we never got to hear about. So also, let me introduce myself. I'm Tom Allis. I'm the president of growth here at AIME. And today, as I mentioned, we got Mark Summers, AIME president of membership, but also broker owner of Priority Mortgage Lending, to talk about how to gain referrals directly from businesses by helping them retain employees as well through what I'll call a benefits package, right? I know for me, we've had some people come in and try to offer benefits to keep your employees happy. Mark has capitalized on this, and we're going to show you some tools today to help you to go out and grow and get it. So Mark, welcome, my friend.
Thanks for having me. It's weird being on this side. I'm usually the one hosting, so I'll do my best. I'll try my best to tell everyone what I do, and we'll have a little fun with it.
I love it, man. We always do. And like I said, thank you for everything you do for our community. And even this, sharing something that I don't know I've ever seen you share publicly, but you've built a successful mortgage company and you have kind of a niche that you and I think we were sitting in a Uber together, and I kind of got to dive in and ask you, tell me how you're helping local businesses with not only retaining employees, but giving yourself kind of a front row seat to those employees to talk about your mortgage services.
Yeah, no. So I'll try to get into this. It kind of started back from how we obtain our business. Now, obviously, before the pandemic, this was hitting really hard for us. When the pandemic hit and a lot of businesses were shut down, this kind of threw us behind. We're ramping it up again, but we had major success with it. Basically, what it was is, I was guilty. I was guilty of trying to just chase realtors, and that's all I did. You know what I mean? And just trying to go after the biggest realtor in my area, trying to get an office. And then I learned something real quick, and this thing is not to bash realtors, but it's just a different way of myself gaining relationships with them, which was it was really hard for me to stick out. I'm firmly against, giving people back in deals. I'm firmly against, paying for Zillow leads. I'm firmly against paying for someone to go in their office. I'm not saying if anyone else does it, that's wrong. It's just my belief, and that's why I have my own shop, right? But with that being said, I wanted to flip the game. I love it when I'm in control. Sorry, I'm not a control freak, but I'm going to live and die on my sword. Is the way I always looked at it. So what we did is we came up with somewhat of an idea. I think it kind of spun off. A few guys in my office, we spoke about it. When I talk about this idea, some people say, yes, I've heard about this before. Some people say, no, I haven't. But basically what we do is this, is we looked at it in a grand scale of things. Instead of going to a realtor office, how many relationships do we have with local business owners, HR managers, just regular managers? And when we started to make this list was abundant, right? And we actually did a lot of those mortgages for those people because they were our friends and clients. So with that being said, we took another step back and said, okay, well, companies are always looking for benefits for their employees. And if you're not a company looking for a benefit for your employee, they're not going to last. We all know that, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, we said, well, let's give them a benefit. Now, as we know with brokers, we can't give monetary benefits. We can't do certain things, at least the way I read the law. But so with that being said, is we wanted to give them a service. So what we did is we contacted many local broker owners that we have great relationships with. And I'm not going to name names. I don't want to get anyone in trouble here or say, hey, what the hell's going on? But we were able, a good friend of ours has, I think, 22 car dealerships. And this was the first one we did, 22 car dealerships in the state of Michigan. So we contacted them, and basically we created what we call the PEP plan. So for my company, we call it the Priority Employee Plan. So what we did is we created this whole thing, and I actually have an email for it, pep at priority-mortgage.com. And what we do is we do monthly mortgage minutes. Okay, so what we do is I'll take not only myself, some people in my office, whether it's a vendor that we have, a title company, a real estate agent that we want to highlight, and we give them a monthly mortgage minute about what is going on in our industry. Rates are going up. You might want to lock now. You still have the ability to purchase home. You don't need 20% down. All the stuff that we love to hear, but we're getting it at a different. We're getting it up front. So instead of instead of realtors, us find realtors and the realtors pass us clients, we're doing the exact opposite. We're the first line of defense. So a lot of that has to deal with education, right? So it's education of, okay, you shouldn't really go to a realtor first. I'm sorry. I think, and everyone knows that. You actually should go to your local mortgage broker first. So
Right.
once we do that, then we establish the relationship. Now what's happening is I had very, very good realtor friends, realtor partners, and I always like to use the word partners in this. And then I started giving them referrals. And not many people can give realtor partners referrals. I mean, it just can't happen. I always look at it as, from our standpoint, it's always, yes, we give them value, and we know what our value props are, but we do a lot of take, 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 right?
Yep.
So we flipped it, and that's our goal. So we visit these dealerships. We'll do coffee and bagels. We will do lunch and learns. We'll host events. We had someone come up to us and say, "Oh, my son's hosting a golf outing. We're in. Let's do it." You know what I mean? And it creates this referral not only within the company, right? But then it's the family and friends that go out. Now we're front line, and that's what I've always wanted. So we give them monthly mortgage minutes. We give them education, and then the one thing we offer them is a free, like a free or a free review of their current mortgage and their current situation. As we all know, sometimes having a low interest payment and a lot of equity and a lot of debt doesn't make you financially responsible. So we can work this for them. We do it for free. We just become pillars within the community because we are smaller, right? And I'm only in Michigan, and I only want to stay in Michigan right now. So we just want to hone in. I know there's going to be some people, around me in my area. There's enough business for all of us right now. So
Sure.
that's kind of what we've done. So we flipped it, we just flipped it and just said we want to create this, and then we can give referrals, and then we also give discounts. I shouldn't say I give discounts, but we bring on certain people that can. So we have a tax preparer during tax time. Hey, $50 off if you want to come to him, right? So it's just creating this book of business that may not be immediate business. And I think people get really confused with that. When they say, "Hey, I have my book of business." Is your book of business just referrals and clients that you had, or is it like truly your network? So I consider book of business as, hey, this is what we're doing. So one thing that we did is I signed up with Art of Home Ownership. Wade Betts, my guy Wade Betts, hooked me onto this one, AIME partner as well. And we offered that Art of Home Ownership to them, right? And it kind of encompasses everything we're doing. I've seen people create different websites for companies and whatnot, but then it's just expanded now. Now we have new guys and gals coming in basically saying, "Oh, I know someone who owns XYZ construction down the street. Can we do this for them?" Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely we can. You know what I mean? And it's just a funnel. It just keeps going. I could go on and on for this for 30 minutes, but I'm not going to. But
No,
if
and
anyone wants to know, just let me know.
Mark, so after I met with you and I thought about this, and then, as we're starting to watch expansion and loan programs, you mentioned even construction companies. Most of their people are 1099, right? So I took a partner, a good friend of mine that I knew, and he had about 30 employees. He said, "Yeah, I'd love for you to come in." I said, "Great, I'm going to buy you guys lunch. I'm going to come in. And then I want to partner with you to let you know that, hey, we specialize with 1099 borrowers, right? This is something for you guys as an employee benefit. To really what you're doing is building new spheres. And I've talked about this before with a lot of people on growth, to where you're either going to buy business and you're buying leads and there's no relationship, or you're putting yourself in spheres. The genius thing that I think that you're doing here, you're creating relationships. The more relationships we have, the more business we have. So, man, you really highlighted it. You did a great job, as you always do, Mark. I can't thank you enough. It's helped me in my own business, and I'm trying to do this every month, to where I find a business and, hey, would it be of benefit for me to come out to your business, talk about mortgages that are specific for your employees, and it's a benefit that you can put us in your thing. You get an email list. You show up, provide something of value to them, right? Create a partnership. And that's one thing. That's obviously why you're the OG president within AIME, right? You're good at partnerships, and you're good at motivating people. Thank you so much for doing this. We want to keep these short and sweet and give you a good actionable item. As you know, you can always reach out to Mark. His contact information is always available. Mine is as well. Both of us, I think, have been in the mentorship program as well, too. We have some really good mentors, to where if you're thinking about doing this and are stuck and maybe don't know how to get started, reach out to one of us and let us know. But thank you for joining this episode of AIME's Grow and Get It. You'll be able to watch all of our episodes going forward. This is our inaugural one. Who better to kick it off than Mark? It was kind of fun to actually hear his side on how he does business. He's always helping other people, but this is what he does too, right? I mean, this is how you've built such a successful business that you have, and are continuing to grow yourself. So be on the lookout for another episode. We're doing this every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, right here in the Brokers Are Better Facebook group. And we appreciate our membership. Brokers, go out and grow and get it. Everyone have a great day.